Welcome to Chris Ngumi online mathematics lesson. I'm so excited to have you again on board. Today we are continuing inequalities, and previously we have looked at forms of inequalities and also the parts that constitute inequalities. In our class today, we shall be looking at number line and graph of inequalities. Now let's go to the board. Number line, as a student is supposed to know how to construct a number line. Students find it difficult to construct it. We draw a straight line like this. At the middle of the line, just a little line, put 0, who serve as the middle. By the right hand side of the 0, you have positive numbers, which we call positive integers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the left hand side of the 0, you have the negative numbers, which we call negative integers. So the immediate before 0 is -1, -2, -3, -4, like that continuously. That's how a number line is drawn. One thing about number line you should know is that, as the numbers are going in this way or in this arrow, the numbers increases. You know that numbers increases. That means from your left to your right, numbers increases. And also from your right to your left, numbers decreases. Numbers decreases. And you should also know that in a number line, between each integers, there are infinitely many numbers between integers. Like between 1 and 2, even though you can imagine half in between 1 and 2, but between 1 and 2, there are uncountable numbers. So between each of the integers, there are uncountable numbers. But for the sake of this class, we shall be looking at only the numbers on the bar or the integers. Now, I should also is of note to see that because numbers are increasing from your left to right, then we can say that -3 is bigger than -4. -2 is bigger than -3. 0 is bigger than -3. 3 is bigger than 0. Because numbers increase like along from left to right. The same thing too, from right to left, numbers decreases, which is almost the same thing. Because numbers decreases, now you can say that 2 is less than 3 and 3 is less than 4. Now, in our previous class, we said that assuming I want to write x greater than 2, for instance, we say the representation is you draw more like a cycle with an arrow in this form. Now, when you have this is x greater than 2, this is the direction of the arrow. So when this x greater than 2 is represented on a number line, is called the graph, or is called the graph of the inequality. For instance, now I want to sketch the graph of x greater than 2. I know greater than 2 on my number line here That means this is 2. Greater than 2 should be when I'm going to my right from 2, and 2 is not part of it because it's greater than. So I will sketch a simple number line. Remember, at the middle I put 0. If here is 1, I can just imagine 2 to be here. I'll put my X on the line here. Then I can still reflect it here. If I have -1 here, then that means the next one can be -2. So I'll draw a line like this, put a circle, and I will not shade it. So this is a sketch of a graph of inequality, say x greater than 2. So it will be on this 2. I know we told you that at this vertex here, the direction, that's how we'll guide you. So what are numbers after 2 here? You have 2.5, you have 2.1, 2.2, like that, even up to 3, 4, 5. But we're dealing with the integers. So we can imagine that the set of this number, we say 2 will not be inside. If you're taking whole numbers, that means it will be 3, 4, 5, put dot dot, showing that the number continues. So this is the sketch of the graph of this inequality, x greater than 2. Let's also look for another sketch. Let's assume that I said x less than or equals to -1. Take note, in our previous class we said the representation would be a circle like this with an arrow going in the direction. But because of this bar of equals to, we shade this place. Showing that -1 is part of the set. So here too, I will sketch it. I'll draw a number line. At the middle, I put 0. If this is my 1, this is my 2, I'll put x here. I can also reflect it here. -1, -2. So because the arrow is the inequality is x is less than or equals to -1, so I will position my circle here with the arrow, and I will shade it because -1 is included. So here now, if I want to get the set, because of the shaded, because of the equals to, so that means -1 is part of it. So I'll write -1, -2, -3, dot dot dot. This is the graph of the inequality x is less than or equals to -1, and this is the set that satisfies this inequality, because from -1 to my left are these numbers, and because we shaded this circular part, then -1 is part of the set, and that is what this bar stands for. So you can help us sketch the inequality, sketch the graph of this inequality. Let's say x less than 2 and x greater than or equals to -1. X less than 2 and x greater than or equals to -1. Remember, we said to understand mathematics, you need an experienced teacher with the mastery of the subject content, excuse me, and also a student that is committed to learning and practicing what he or she have learned. Now, in this class today, we look at how to draw a number line or a simple number line, and how to sketch an inequality graph. By our next class, we shall be looking at how to solve a simple inequality. Never forget to follow. Want to see more of this lesson? Like, comment if you have any, then share for others to benefit. Thank you. See you in my next class. Bye-bye.